Christians often ask Jews, how can the Jews be confident that Jesus is not the Messiah? This question is essentially misleading. It would indicate that the only difference between Jews and Christians on the issue of Messiah is Jesus the Messiah or is he not the Messiah? But that is entirely wrong, because the difference runs much deeper than that. Is this individual the Messiah or not? The role of Messiah in Judaism, as opposed to the role of Messiah in Christianity, are two polar opposites. In Judaism, as it says in the Jewish scriptures, the Messiah is supposed to bring everyone to a deeper relationship with God. For example, in Ezekiel 37, it identifies the Messiah with David. Now, David was someone never claimed to be sinless, never claimed to be God. What David did do was, he wrote a book of Psalms, and he showed in this book of Psalms his whole heart, how he is subject to God and he's submitted to God. And with his songs, he guides the Jewish people today in their submission to God, in their relationship to God. And the Messiah will just continue his ancestor David's work in bringing people closer to God. According to Christianity, the Messiah demands faith in him. He demands devotion to him. He directs attention not so much to God, but more to himself and the grace of his sacrifice. And that is a very different role. In other words, it would be almost like asking, how do I know that someone who breaks things is not someone who fixes things? These are opposites. The Messiah is supposed to fix the relationship that the Jewish people have with God, and Jesus came along and was a step in ruining that relationship. Any Jewish people who fell in with him ended up having a relationship with Jesus as opposed to having a relationship with God. So the question of Jesus the Messiah is totally irrelevant.